up, everybody? Welcome to the United Show with your host Navici. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This is the show where I remind you of the not so beautiful football we played last night, but the important point is the result. We have 2 away goals courtesy of Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, and we send it straight home to Old Trafford. And I can firmly say, or I firmly believe, that we have 1 foot into the semi-finals. As promised, Darren Wakens, thank you so much for commenting on the video last week. To an extent, I agree with you about the situation, but mostly I do not, as you can tell by my rant last week. Soccer Kings, whoever you are, sir, thank you so much for your comment. And yes, bro, you knew I was gonna comment about Donny van der Beek. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Smash a like on the video, pop a comment below, because I will be mentioning your name next, or in the next match that is. And let's get into the football, let's get into the points that I've made, and without any further ado, let's get into the show. Let's start the video off with a bang with point number 1, and it's Mr. Marcus Rashford one more time. With two consecutive shows, he is number 1 on my points. Marcus Rashford lashed onto a beautiful over-the-top ball supplied courtesy of the Iceman Victor Lindelof, who I think he played very well last night. I think he was our man of the match. But yeah, Marcus Rashford scored an amazing goal. The commentary, somebody mentioned this. I didn't actually hear it myself, but somebody mentioned that this is what the commentator said for that goal, which the cameras as well didn't capture. The commentator said it flew like an eagle, but it needed the touch of an angel. And Marcus Rashford was our angel last night with that sublime touch. It was like, but it's so beautiful. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about, guys. And on we move to the second point of our video. Let's move on to the second point of our video, guys. This is the man of the match segment, which I don't usually do, but I think this was worthy of the man of the match. This guy right here, our poor man's Mo Salah, the guy who hid under the banners or whatever it was for 14 hours, the man who looked like a sausage on the TV, and the guy who's just a legend. I'm pretty sure he's just made history. That's lockdown, there's no people at the stadium. This guy hid 14 hours according to ESPN UK. He hid 14 hours according to the police reports under these banners so that he could streak onto the game at empty stadium, Europa League. See, United they make history in all sorts of ways, but he was hands down my man of the match. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding before y'all get triggered. Anyways, my man of the match honestly was Victor Lindelof. That assister was pure class. As I said, it was Toni Kroos-esque, but obviously because of the fact that it's Europa League and it's, you know what I mean, it kind of takes away of the specialty of that particular assist, and our overall gameplay didn't really help. But Victor Lindelof was my man of the match. He was defensively solid, his passing was good, as well as that assist though. Ooh, it flew through the sky, and as I said, it soared like an eagle. But yeah, Marcus Rashford still had a lot of work to do. But yeah, that's our man of the match, Mr. Victor Lindelof. So we're gonna move on to point number 3 of the video, guys. We're gonna start going a bit downhill because honestly there was nothing exciting about that match other than the scoring and especially the streaker. But let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's move on to the third point of the video, and that was just a football last night was absolutely terrible. It was shite, it was atrocious. Yo. I was so disappointed by the way that we played, and the entire game last night, it was like side to side. We took so many touches on the ball. I mean, damn, you guys saw that. Tell me, especially like if you agree that they were so extra with the touches. Like, the way that I look at it, right, the way that I see it, one touch passing, or not even one touch passing, when you get the ball, stick and move, make the ball move. You know what I mean? Be quick about it, have some haste to it. There was no, like, what I feel is, honestly, we are trying to play like Manchester City, but we are failing miserably because our players, and honestly, I don't think it's the players. I'll be honest with you. Yes, we have 1 or 2 players that I don't think have proper ball control, but for the most part, we have a squad full of ballers, and we're playing like that. Oh my god, bro, we play like a team of dysfunctional elephants. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, because that game was just, I mean, we have Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, we have Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw, ballers, but we played like that. The ball moves so slowly, we had so much possession, but we did nothing with the ball other than the goal, and obviously Bruno Fernandes getting punched in the face. But other than that, there was nothing to speak of. The game was just so boring, we were so lax. Now, this has been a trend that I've been noticing with our gameplay recently, and it's getting to me, because we wait a couple of days to watch Manchester United play, and then yo boys, here we go, and then we must sit up and then we must watch that trash. I'm not having it, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not having it. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer comes out next season and still plays like this, then I'm sorry, man. I know you guys have probably heard this from another YouTube show, especially Mr. Goldbridge, but I agree with that view, because how can we are second in the league and we're playing like this? I don't think, I mean, and we want Paul Pogba to stay. Fernandes hasn't signed a new contract, even though we just recently signed him. But I mean, which pro footballer would want to be part of this particular brand of football? I think that's what we need to ask ourselves here, guys, because yeah, man, I'm just not with the type of football that we're playing. But yeah, let's move on to the point number 4. Now we move on to the 4th point of the show. There's not much to speak about, guys, so I'm gonna say it. The refereeing last night, the officiating, it wasn't very good last night. Granada was playing so dirty, but they got away with so many fouls. United, we got so many fouls. I mean, we got so many yellow cards. I'm surprised our players didn't get red carded. It was just like left, right, and center to see yellow. I think there was cheddar everywhere in the field. The way the ref is throwing this yellow cards. There was this particular incident where Bruno Fernandes literally got like punched in the face, and you saw the after effects of it after the penalty that he took when the cameras were on him. I was like, whoa. Because when I looked at it in the moment, I was thinking, nah, like, maybe it's just reflex. But then I looked at Fernandes' face, I'm like, whoa, hectic. That should have been a red. But anyways, the official, and this is my theory as to why the ref did what he did last night. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not like to play does not like to start other players other than the starting 11. In a manner, it makes sense, but you know both know it's illogical. So Luke Shaw is out for next week. Harry Maguire is out for next week. Scott McTominay is out for next week. So Alex Telles is definitely going to start, which I'm happy for him. Are we going to see Axel Tuanzebe? I really hope we do, because he still has Neymar and Mbappe in his pockets, but instead he was just sitting on the bench last night. I'm so sad for him, because I honestly think give that guy some game time, we won't need a centre back anymore. But anyways, that's a problem for the story for another day. But yeah, guys, let's move on to the next point of our videos, the final point, and let's go check it out. But before we get into the last one, guys, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, smash a like and comment below and let me know what you think about the match last night. And as I said, I'll definitely be broadcasting your comments as I did in the start of this video. So without any further ado, let's move on to the next point and the final point of this video. Dare I say, guys, I feel it's safe to say at this point that we are basically through to the semi-finals, because I mean, unless we hit the Tottenham, which I highly doubt, because the Tottenham can do a Tottenham. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I don't think we're going to hit the Tottenham. So yeah, guys, I would say it's safe to say that we are into the semis, and honestly, the semis are going to be the moment of truth, because that is where Oli has bottled it time after time after time. So with 2 away goals in the bag, courtesy of Marcus and Bruno, I'm confident that we're going to go back to Old Trafford and we are going to play them off the park, and I believe the aggregate score will be about 4-5-0. But yeah, this weekend we also are playing Tottenham, and whew, I don't know how I feel about it, because of the previous result that we had with Tottenham. It was our worst defeat of the season. So yeah, man, I'm hoping that's going to be a good game, because and especially the way that we're playing now, it's going to be interesting, because we're playing very Mourinho-like. Whether you like to admit it or not, we're playing very Mourinho-like football as well as Van Gaal football, which is the football that we wanted to move away from, but we seem to be back at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to watch that game, because I still think that Jose Mourinho has a chip on his shoulder for Manchester United, and if I were him, I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him, because virtually Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing the same thing that he did. Ask me why? In Mourinho's third year, he came second behind City, quite a few points behind City, and obviously he became second that year and won the Europa League. This year, there's a big possibility that the same thing's going to happen with Solskjaer, but the football has become very crap. So make it what you will with that little piece right there. But Chaz, that is the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If there's a couple of points that you think I must, please pop it down below. Please pop it down below. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in once more. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, guys, I'm on Twitter now. Here is my little Twitter handle, Navici07. So be sure to check it out. And that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.